Hi, everyone. So this week the theme is how to manage stress, and I wanted to give you some of my quick and dirty tips for how to manage your stress right now. Because I know for me, I'm having periods of zen and really focus and great, and then periods of fear and anxiety and stress. Um, and so here are some of the tools that I use and that I help my clients with as well. So the first one is to just pause. A client of ours wrote this on her wrist. What this means is to just take a moment and step back. So, like, step out of whatever the worry or the stress moment is and take a breath. Breathing helps get your prefrontal cortex back online, which is the part that does decision making and logic and planning and short term memory. Like, it's the part of you you want to be running the show. And if you just stop and take a breath, or take a walk, or shut your computer down for a minute and just pause. It really lets you choose how you want to respond to something instead of going with your default initial reaction. Um, so that's a good one. You can write it on a sticky. You can also write it on your wrist if you want. The next one is a breath technique. We're going to do it together. We're going to breathe in for 4 seconds through our nose. We're going to hold it for 4 seconds. And then we're going to breathe out for 4 seconds. And then we're going to hold at the bottom for 4 seconds. And then breathe in again. So we'll try it together. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. So you can do this ideally at least 2 to 4 times, and this will shift the way you feel. If you just did it with me right now, you're probably noticing it. The next one is a simple thing you can do also like under 2 minutes, is to help yourself get present and grounded, is to notice 5 things you can see. So I can see my desk, I can see my chair, so on and so forth. 4 things you can hear. I can hear my air conditioner, I can hear my neighbor a little bit, I can hear my breath, I can hear my computer running. 3 things you can feel. That might just be the feel of my hand on my hand, the feel of my shirt on my skin, my butt in the chair. 2 things you can smell. Hopefully it's not you. I said this is Wash Your Hair Wednesday. um, and 1 thing you can taste, even if it's just your tongue. So that's a really simple exercise that you can stop and do any moment to help yourself get present. You don't have to sit and do a 20-minute meditation. Great for you if you're gonna, but if you're not, that's okay too. So the next thing I want to talk about is our thoughts. So the reason I want to talk about our thoughts is because our thoughts impact the actions we take, which impact the results we get. So it's not just like a woo-woo coaching concept to be like, let's have a good mindset, because the mindset actually really impacts, like I said, those actions you're going to take and the results that you're going to get. So the average person has 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day, and probably about 80% of those are negative. And evolution wise, that's just how we're wired, to see the negative, to see the threats in the environment to help keep us safe. Um, Although, we will perceive something as like tiger, right? Speaking in front of folks, a lot of people have a bigger fear of public speaking than they do of death. And their body goes, tiger, tiger, when it's really just like a room full of people that are paying attention to you. So an exercise for this I like is to take a sheet of paper, write a line down the middle. And on one side, you want to put stress self, and on the other side, you want to put best self. And for your stress self, I want you to write down all of those stressful thoughts you're having. And it helps to think of this as a part of yourself, almost like a character. Like I have a Hermione that's like, are you sure you did this? Are you sure you did that? And she kind of talks like this. So if you can come up with a character for your stress self, that's helpful too, because it helps you separate it from you. And just purge all those stressful thoughts. I'm never going to get all this done. My kid is annoying me, la, 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 whatever it is. Write all that down. And then take a breath, love breathing, and connect with your best self or your higher self, or the universe or spirit, if you're into that kind of thing, just the part of you that you trust, and respond to those thoughts. So write down your responses to those thoughts. And these don't have to be like Pollyanna thoughts, like everything's going to be totally fine, because your brain might not be able to hold that kind of cognitive dissonance. Instead, it might be like, I'm taking this one day at a time, and right now everything's okay. So that's what you want to do, and this is like a really wonderful way to be able to shift your thoughts and start that habit. All right, so these are my tips on stress. Let me know how they land for you, if you try them, if you have any questions, or if you'd like any other support. Thanks so much. Bye.